Hello, everybody. It's me, Eddie, Issaquah Sewing and Vacuum. Loving the fact that we're here, that I'm praying that all of you are healthy. Unfortunately, our goal was to be having some live presentation parts today, but it's just not possible yet. So we are not giving up. We want you to know that the next Sew Time presentation in October, our goal is we can do some limited in-store live people to go about that. We'll talk to you about that more a little bit later. But anyway, I've got a few announcements. The first announcement I'd like you to know is that we have now added a pickup in-store tab underneath the notions from today's presentation. What that means is you won't have to pay any shipping. You're more than welcome to purchase the items online, and then you just select the pickup in store and you're not charged any shipping. So we resolved all of that, which is great. Today's presentation is going to be called What the Flip Is That Foot For? And it's going to be by Debbie Boyce. And we're really excited for it, and it'll be coming up shortly. But before we start, I want to make a few announcements of events and some little bit of housekeeping that we've got going. Again, I'm Eddie Schultz. I'm the owner of Issaquah Sewing and Vacuum, and you have tuned in to Sew Time Club. This is, we do this presentation 6 times a year, and it is such a good value, in my opinion. The club benefits are not only discounts in the store, but also you get these presentations, you get discounts at Gasipian down the road. It's just a great thing that I think we're able to do. And as long as we need to be virtual, we'll go virtual. You can also rewatch this presentation later on. So let's start with a few announcements. I want to talk about some of the events that are coming up. But before I do that, I want to remind you of something. We're really looking for your photos. We want to see some of the projects that you've done, and we want to put them on our Sew Time page. So that I get the photos quicker, and that way we can get them up on the website, please send your photos to isveddy@gmail.com. That's ISV as in vacuum, Eddie, EDDIE, @gmail.com. That's the best way to send me photos. That way I take care of them and I'm able to just forward them right on to our internet team. Okay, next announcement. I want to talk to you about some of the events that are coming up. October 21st from 2 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. It's a Thursday, is our dime event. October 21st. That's custom quilting with dime. It has been a huge hit, and they're going to be doing it through our store. In order to do this, all you're going to have to do is go onto our website and sign up for this event. If you can't do that, then call the store and we'll sign you up. And remember, it's free, and free is awesome. It's great. So you'll see this shortly on our website so that you can sign up for it. And that's October 21st. In November, on the 12th, 13th, and the 14th, we're going to be at the Community Center in Issaquah. And that's for the Block Party Quilters event. We are really hoping that we can support this event and that they have it. So make plans to visit us in our booth and come and see all the most amazing quilts in this area. So that will be November 12th, 13th, and 14th. Wednesday, December 1st, Wednesday and Thursday, December 2nd, we've got a special situation happening. Pam Massey with Bernina, a lot of you know her. She is so gifted when it comes to sewing, quilting, serging. She is flying in. We are planning a live project event. Basically, it's going to be a serger project event using the Bernina 890, the top of the line. We can have 6 people per time slot. It's a 3-hour class. We've allowed 3.5 hours. The first one, December 1st, is 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Wednesday, or in the evening, that same day, it's going to be a 5:30 to 9 p.m. slot. And then the following morning, we'll have 6 fortunate people will be able to go from 10 until 12:30 p.m. So there are 3 possibilities. We can take a total of 18 people max because we're keeping the social distance. It'll be a mask thing as far as we know. But this event will be something that if you've had an interest in serging, if you have a Triumph and you really want to sew on a new top of the line machine to see what all the buzz is about and be live with Pam Massey, this is your great opportunity. Call the store to sign up for that event. All signups will have to come through the store. And that's just the way that has to happen. We also have OESD embroidery events every month. You'll see it on our events page at IssaquahSewVac.com. That's IssaquahSewVac.com. I encourage you to sign up for these. This is new and it's already a hit. So go to our event page, look at our calendar, and check out the OESD monthly stitching party. It's a lot of fun and it'll keep you embroidering. So, is there anything else I forget? Oh yeah, you know what? We are going to do a What's New party in September. What we're waiting for is our manufacturers have had a little bit of problems getting machines into the warehouse. They tend to be sitting on the water. So we're going to wait until we can actually show you these machines in person, along with all the new feet. And it's going to be in September. We're thinking around the 2nd or the 3rd week of September. So stand by for more information with regards to the What's New party. We just want to make sure it's special for all of you. Now, as you all know, we have prizes. In order to enter the drawing for today's Sew Time, all you have to do is comment. Just make a comment like, "Hi, Debbie," or "Hi, Eddie," or whatever comment you'd like. By doing that, you're automatically entered for the drawing. These are the items that we're going to be giving away today. This is a back-to-school lunchbox, sewing oriented. Isn't it cute? Well, someone's going to win it. A pair of Kai snips. Yep, the N5000, courtesy of Kai. A pair of utility scissors from Kai. And finally, our grand prize for today. Yep, someone is going to win a Floriani assortment of embroidery thread. So that is what's going on. So please remember isveddie@gmail.com to send your photos of the projects you've been doing so that we can post it so all of us can see it. Stay tuned for the end, and after Debbie is finished, we'll have two more very important announcements. So, without further ado, I give you Debbie Boyce and Sew Time August 2021. Bye.
All right, guys. Hi, everybody. So I decided this month to do feet because even I get into like a rut and we have all these gorgeous, gorgeous feet and no one uses them. So I thought, why not show you guys how to use the feet and how easy it is to use the feet? Because I actually did certain feet that I thought I would never use and stuff, and I ended up having a blast with it. So I am going to show you feet from Baby Lock and Brother, because those are going to be like the same, and some Bernina feet. And that way you can get an idea of all the feet that I am showing you. Janome will have it. The companies will have some kind of foot that's what I'm showing you for your type of machine. But when it comes to the older machines, I'm going to honestly say I don't really know. So you can call the store up and ask for that. And so I'm going to get going and show you one of the foot kits that we have. And this is the one that I worked with. So this is the Baby Lock. This is 30 feet in this kit. You can use this for Baby Lock and Brother. So I have the Brother machine, but I wanted all the feet and they do fit. So if you have questions about that, go ahead and call us. And this is great because I'll show you my kit and it's a mess. So in the kit, you are going to get, so you are also going to get the book. So like on some of these feet, like I'm going to show you how to do like the gathering foot. How do you know what your settings are or anything like that? And this book will tell you where to put your settings and how tight to put it. So it gives you all the information. And a lot of the companies now have feet books. So like Bernina has a big foot book. Janome has a foot book. And so we'll go through that. But just to let you know that if we lose feed, please don't panic. We're going to keep going and be right back on. We're having it's an internet thing that keeps flickering. Don't panic because we're going to keep going and you guys will get the recording after we're done and everything. And reboot. If you have problems getting back on, we will reboot. Sorry, I'm looking at Eddie. And we will reboot it, but don't panic. I'm staying right here until we get all done with all of our goodies. So in the Baby Lock thing, you're going to get your book, and then you will have tons of feet. So this is a 30 feet set, and Eddie gave us a fantastic. He let me go below the 20%. He let me give you guys more. So on your on the feed where you guys see your price list, you'll see the phenomenal deal that Eddie is allowing me to do for the feet set. So that is one of the things I'm going to go through on here and show you some feet that you probably thought you would never use. So don't forget, you get the book with it, and that will tell you everything on how to use it. So I'm going to show you some things on the feet. Okay, so Eddie is going to zoom in for me. I'm going to show you things over here so you guys can see a close-up. So I'm going to turn around and Eddie will do a close-up for me. Okay, so one of the feet that we are going to be doing is a gathering foot. And in all honesty, I don't use a gathering foot very much, but when I found out how easy this was, I'm totally going to use a gathering foot. So in the book, it tells me what my stitch length should be at. And this is what comes of it. This is absolutely fabulous. This is just from the gathering foot. And if you notice on there, there is a little slot right across here. And that tells you how easy it is to do. Wait for it. Look at that. I can connect it to, like, if I were doing a shirt, if I were doing a skirt or anything, that's what that slit is for, right here, to add this piece to it. And then it will attach it and do the perfect amount of gathers for that. So that is like the easiest foot. You just connect it on like your normal feet on there. Okay. And so that was one of the fun things. I haven't done a gathering foot like forever. And this made it so easy. And to have all my directions in the book, it's honestly like a no fail on that one. So that is your gathering foot. And I'm going to grab another foot. So hold on. So the next foot I'm going to do is my fringe foot. And this, all the feet that I'm showing you are in the kit. Okay. So I didn't know if I would like doing a fringe. This is going to be the fringe foot. Okay. So that is my fringe foot. And this is mostly decorative, I would have to say. But this is what it looks like. And this is, see that little gap right there? That's what makes this fringe go on top. So a lot of people use this foot for decorative purposes. And you can adjust it on here. But this was fun too. I've never done the fringe foot. And to do any kind of decorative, and it does stay. It's been in my book, so it didn't flatten out or anything like that. So you can see how well that fringe stays. And then that's what the foot looks like for the fringe foot, which was really super fun to do that one also. Okay, the other one I'm going to show you is you can either use a roller foot or a Teflon foot. And guess what? Our machines totally can sew on vinyl. Look how gorgeous that is. I had no problem doing it. And I did a Teflon and then I did the roller. So it's honestly personal preference or whichever one fed through, because it will go by the weight of your vinyl on here. This one's a thin one. And I absolutely had no problem with it. So the vinyl thing is like very cool because nowadays people are adding vinyl to their bags. It's gotten so popular. So now you can add any kind of a decorative stitch, but just use the correct foot. And then it will go through your machine like smooth as butter. So that is for your Teflon foot and your roller foot. Okay. And then, oh my gosh. So Baby Lock has, I'm going to show you this. Baby Lock has a new foot set. And this foot set is, okay, give me a second. Here it is. Okay, this is the new foot set. This is by Baby Lock. And let me open it for you because check this out. Baby Lock came out with new hammer feet. How cool is that? Now I can do my hems. And this one right here is I can do ribbon on here. And the way you do it, so this is going to be your main foot right here. That's the way it's going to come. You're going to unscrew that to put whatever hammer foot you would like on there. And it will screw in right here. So I'm just going to take this off, unscrew it, and put whatever foot that I want on it. So you have different widths of your hammer feet, which is very cool. And you also have a tape guide on here. And that's your tape guide. That's what I used for this right here to add any kind of ribbon or anything like that for that. And then that way you just screw that in. You have the hole right there. So very, very cool on finally came out with some new hammer feet. And I will admit hammer feet are a little tricky because you've got to get it around the loop in order to have it turn on your hem. But once you get that down, you'll be able to do all the hammer feet and stuff. It does take a little bit of practice, but it's great that Baby Lock has come out with new feet. hammer feet. So that's what I did with this one right here. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you some more. Okay. So the other fun thing that I did, and I haven't done this for like eons. Designs to whatever you're sewing. And your machine will let you know if you can do a twin needle with that design. Because on your machine, you're going to activate your twin needle setting. So I do believe all brands will have a twin needle setting because it's also a safety device for your stitch plate on your machines. But the thing is, and make sure that you guys add some stabilizer on the back to do the twin needle. This absolutely was like one of the funnest things that I did was with the twin needle. So with all the decorative stitches that we have on our machine, take advantage of all the gorgeous stitches that you can do with it. And you can even do, like if you're doing the bottom of a shirt, a lot of people think that you have to go around twice to get that edging on a bottom of a shirt. All it is just a twin needle. And that's what you see on your t-shirts and on your it's just a twin needle on there. So take advantage of, honestly, all these fun stitches that you can do with your machine. And don't be scared. I mean, if it's ugly, just go on to another one. But it definitely is fun to play with that. So that's twin needle. And that will go, I do believe, on everybody's machine. You can do a twin needle there. And then the other one, okay, I haven't done this like forever. And let me show you. So this one I did use on here. I did use my my Bernina foot on this one. And all of them come with, there's different widths for your stitch. So let me see, Baby Lock and Brother will have different ones. Bernina has 3 different ones where you can do that stitch right there. And you can see the bottom. There you go. And of course, I used, let me see here. Hold on. A twin needle. And you can change the setting on your twin needle. They come in different widths. So look at which width you would want for that. And then go ahead and do your little stitches here. And this was fun also. I haven't done this like forever. But I did have a good time doing this. So don't be shy of playing with twin needles and all that you can do with your twin needle on your machine. Okay. The other fun thing I did was a cording feet. Look at this. So this is like so cool on here. And what the thread that I used was Wonderfill, because nowadays we have like so many kinds of thread. And what can I do with it? So on here, I did use my cording foot. There's a couple, and I did these on the Bernina. So I'm going to swap back and forth so everybody knows that no matter what machine you have, you can do this. So this will be one of the cording feet on here. And you can put this one, I do believe, is a 3. This one's a 3. I know they have like a 5. I know I'd never use a 5, so I used a 3. And then this one also has for like thicker cording on the bottom. So it's got a groove on there. So I can do it that way. And this definitely is like for thick cording on this one. And then all I did was put my cording in on this one. And you can do decorative stitches to put this on, and maybe like an accent color if you want to. I just used a zigzag, but you can definitely dress these up any way that you want to. And I will show you some thread here after I get done here. But take advantage of these fun things to do cording with. I mean, I never thought of doing any of this stuff until I started playing with the feet from my machines. So tons of Wonderfill. We even have serger thread that can do this also. So you can choose any kind of a thicker thread for that on that design there. Okay, and I'm going to show you some more on here. This one was done on the Bernina with the low tension bobbin. This one is actually considered, let me see here, like a bobbin work. So this was done upside down, and there's my stabilizer. And then the thread was put in my bobbin. And also I did use Wonderfill for this. I do like the Wonderfill. There's so many varieties that I can do for bobbin work here with all the Wonderfill. So that was so fun. But the one trick, when you do any kind of bobbin work or anything like that, choose designs that are open and airy. Don't do like triple stitches and little tiny things, because honestly, it just doesn't look that good. So any kind of a design that's airy, big, gives it room to make the beautiful designs, because you are using a thicker thread. On top, all I did was use my regular sewing thread, but you could definitely use like the Deco Bob for your stitches, and you can match it, or you can use an accent color if you want to, and then make it show through on here. So that's also with Wonderfill. So that was fun on the Bernina. Okay, the other one, so I'm going to show you some threads here. Okay, so this is like thick cording. Okay, and I'll show you the thread that I used, which is like a yarn type thread. Okay, and there we go. And when I put the cording in my foot, this is what I do. I tie a knot at the very end, and then that's how I keep all my cording together. And then that's how I lay it out in my feet on there. So that way they all stick together and they won't be running away from you. So this is also a fun thing for you to do cording. You can do it with any of your machines out there. Just get a cording foot, which is also included on the Baby Lock kit also. But look at that. That is like so fun. And then all I did was just a zigzag, a small zigzag. And then I just blended my color in with that on there. So lots of fun things that we can do with all the specialty feet that we have out there. I mean, tons of specialty feet out there. So the other thing, in case you guys are wondering, yes, your machine does go over leather and cork. This one you can't see very well. For some reason, I did peach on that one. But on our machines, you either use the Teflon foot or the roller foot, whichever one works better for you. Do a tester, and it sews beautifully. There is like no hesitation, no bubbling, no nothing. And cork and leather for bags are like absolutely off the charts. Everybody's doing it. Cork is absolutely fabulous to sew with. I love sewing with it. And then, you know, I've used leather on all my tote bags for my handles or something like that. But I've had no problem sewing through it. Just use a bigger needle, like a 90 needle, and you will not have any problem with any of this. And I do believe I did use a leather needle on this one. So all the little funky things that are out on the market now to make our stuff, it's like, take advantage of it. Have a good time with all this fun stuff with like the vinyl that's out, cork, leather, all the funky stuff that's out now that we can use for sewing. Okay, so now I am going to show you, oh my gosh, I had so much fun with this. We have a new kit out from Brother. It's not necessarily new, but I had to try it. And here it is. Okay, so if you guys remember like years ago, bobbin work was like, hold on, let me get there for you. There you go. Bobbin work was introduced like, honestly, like years and years and years ago, but it was hard to work with. And I loved the look of it, I will be honest, but I didn't want to deal with it. And it just, honestly, at that time, I didn't think it was like perfected. I didn't think it was really that great. But so I thought since I was doing feet, I'm going to try this. So this is the Brother bobbin work kit. You are going to get a bobbin case, and you're going to get a screwdriver, and you are going to get, it comes with, I'll show you in a minute, you get little templates for designs and stuff like that. But I had to try it. So this, okay, I had so much fun. This is absolutely gorgeous. This is all done with bobbin work from serger thread. And it's variegated. And I had absolutely no problem with this. I actually had so much fun with this that I would definitely use it again on my garments for like my hems or just decorative accents. And then what you do is make sure your fabric is stabilized. I marked mine because you're going to sew on the back of the fabric. So you definitely would want to mark it. And that way, when you turn it over, this is what's in your bobbin. It's absolutely gorgeous. And then here is another example of that. There you go. And totally had a blast using my bobbin work kit. I didn't realize how easy this was and how much fun it was. So I totally want you guys to take advantage of the bobbin work kit. And I'll show you, Eddie's going to pan out here so I can show you. Okay, so what I did was I did print the manual, but you get 20 templates in here. So you would want to print that if you like the designs and stuff. So not only do you get the CD with the set, it gives you ideas and everything is set up. You don't mess with the tension on your bobbin. You just put it in. It's a gray one. And then you use, like I said, I use serger thread, but you can use Wonderfill. We have so many types of different threads that honestly come in and go shopping for your threads because it really makes it easy. So that's one of the fun things I did. And then the other fun thing that has come out with is Brother. Brother came out with, I love this. This is one of my other favorites. Okay, Brother came out with a new walking foot. So did Baby Lock. So Baby Lock and Brother came out with a new walking foot. It's called the Dynamic Foot. And it is a beefy, we're talking a beefy walking foot. Maybe I'll put it down here so you guys can see it. Okay, so I'm going to put it down here so you guys can see it. Look at that. And you also get one other foot. There we go. Let me see here. Okay, so I can have an open toe or I can have the closed toe one. And Brother just announced that they are coming out with 2 more feet to go with this walking foot. So we're going to get a 1/4 inch foot with a guide and a stitch in the ditch foot with this. I'm trying to get it so you guys can see it. There we go. And a stitch in the ditch. And all the plates are removable on here. Okay. So that is like another good thing. I love my walking feet. Totally love my walking feet because it's like the perfect, it's not very thick, like the multi-function foot. And when I don't want to put that multi-function foot on, I'd rather have my walking feet on. So Brother and Baby Lock, brand new feet from Brother and Baby Lock for the walking dynamic foot. And if you guys are interested in the new 2 soles that are coming out with this, just let us know. Just call us up and we can get you on the list for that. But there will be 2 of the new soles for that. Okay. So the other thing that I brought in, which I never would have brought in, but I had fun doing it because I've never used it. So I'm going to talk to you guys about the circular attachment. And, okay, I remember years ago that the circular attachment, it was hard. It was very hard. But here it is. Okay, so Baby Lock has a circular attachment. There you go. Okay. So it comes with your attachment, and it actually comes with 2 feet, like a braiding foot and a cording foot. Then you have a template. Okay. So I took it to the metal and I played with it. And I'm going to show you my first one that I did because I screwed up. So you might as well learn from my mistakes. Okay. So the first one I did, it's all puckery. You have to stabilize. So don't forget to stabilize your fabric when you're doing any of this decorative stitching. Okay, so I'm going to show you a close-up of this. Okay, so I totally puckered it. And I was just playing. And if you don't pay attention, look at this. You can actually screw it up. Let me see. Right here. See, I was not paying attention. So my circle did not end up together. So I learned some things. So if you guys do the circular attachment, which turned out to be like super fun, pay attention and slow it down. You can stop the puckering. I learned if you slow your machine down. And then when you come together toward the end of it, slow it way down, and then it will turn out perfect for you. So this one's my normal one. Okay, so this is my normal one. And it comes in, you can do multiple sizes of squares or circles. And this one, let me see. So I slowed it down in order to get my circles to turn out. And there's so many different sizes of circles that you can do. This one right here is not even the biggest. I mean, that thing is huge. So this turned out to be a lot of fun too. And you can use your decorative stitches for this. And it is a lot of fun just to even see what kind of stitches you'd like to do and how big you would want your circles. But you could easily do placemats out of this. You could do a table runner out of this, and just have fun. Change your colors on your circles. But oh my gosh. So with all these decorative stitches that we can do, there's so much that we can play with either a twin needle, circular attachment, anything like that. So that is the circular attachment by Baby Lock. And then I got a couple more samples. I ended up doing, okay, give me a second. And I've never done these either. So I did a beading foot. And I got this stuff at Hobby Lobby, this kind of stuff. And that was like super fun. And if you make your, if you sew it on the same color as your knife totally trim, you will not be able to see it. And then this is the foot that's in your kit. That's a beading foot. And I just made sure I started out slow, and I just made sure that I was going to clear it. And I just used a zigzag stitch for that. But this, I mean, honestly, you can use like any kind of beading that you want to add to anything. Even like if you were thinking of like a tree skirt, that would be absolutely gorgeous for Christmas time. So that one is like your beading foot. And there are 2 different sizes, I do believe, in the kit for beading. So that's the beading one. And then the other one is, they call it like a braiding foot. But this I got over at Hobby Lobby, and it's actually a suede cord. And that's what I used this foot right here. So the suede cord was absolutely, oh my gosh, I really like that. The accents that you can add to like tote bags or anything that you really want. I mean, the possibilities are like endless for this. So this one is also like the cording foot on that one. So think of all the fun things that you guys can do with your feet and have fun with it. And if you have any questions or anything like that, just let us know, because there are so many feet on the market that we can play with on our machines and all the different decorative stitches, that it's like, take advantage of what you guys have. And you don't have to have like the big, I call them big kahunas. You can have the other, regular size sewing machines, and they still have like an abundance of sewing, decorative sewing stitches on there. So definitely take advantage of that. Have fun with your machine, and learn all these, tips and tricks of all the things that you can do. Okay, so now I'm going to show you, we have new product. So I brought in some new products I thought were like super fun. Okay, so on the threads, remember I was telling you about the threads. These are a lot of the threads that I use, and this is Wonderfill. So Eddie's going to show you my threads. I mean, honestly, our machines can take any of this stuff. So anything that you want to put in there for like bobbin work, this is everything that I was using for bobbin work and stuff. And Bernina also has a coordinate foot, and that is for this stuff right here. And that's a thicker thread. On the coordinate foot, there is like a tiny, tiny hole on there, and you can put the coordinate in there, and you can do like corded scallops if you want to emphasize a top stitch or anything there. That's what this kind of thread would do. It's thicker, so anything that you want to pronounce on your stitches or anything like that, that would be a great one. But I know a lot of us have like all these different kind of threads, and everybody thinks that they're like just for your serger. No, use them in your bobbin case, but make sure you have to have the correct bobbin case in order to do this. Do not, please don't do it on your regular bobbin cases. Scott will see an influx of machines coming in for service. So definitely make sure that you have one of the kits in order to play with like these threads. Okay, so that's your threads. So now I'm going to show you some new products that I brought in. Okay, one of them is, I don't know if you can see it. Let me see. Okay, one of them is, check this out. So this is a sweet and sharp macaroon, and this is the cutest thing ever. If you do any kind of hand stitching or anything, this is a new product. It sells out constantly. So check it out. It's like a little macaroon. And for like our hand needles, I go inside the macaroon and I sharpen my needle. Check that out. And the top part is magnetic, so it holds your needle. So that is the macaroon. Very, very cool just to even have in your sewing room. And so totally, totally love this thing. Okay, so that's the macaroon. And for those of you guys that saw this, these are threaders. I love this. So these are threaders that come in a case. And these are very fine. But let me see. I can probably hold that all the way up. So you put your thread in the hole and you feed it through your foot. So you don't have to worry about wondering how you're going to get that thread through there. These threaders are the best. And they're like little plastic things. They come in a case, so that way you don't lose your needle threaders. And there's a whole bunch in there. I'm not sure how many are in there, but there are a ton in there. So I love this because of the fact that I use all those thick threads, and even for your serger, this is also good. Anytime you're using like a thick thread, you would want this because it makes your life so much easier. Okay. All right. So the other thing that I brought in, and I am going to be honest with you guys, do not buy this if you can't handle the hotness. This little iron by Oliso, they came out with a little mini iron. I love it, but it sure in the heck gets very, very hot. Okay. This is like unbelievable. It's like it's a mini iron that's exactly like their big one, but I want it next to my sewing table. And then I like the point, and I can get into seams with that. But I'm just going to tell you right off the bat, it is hot. It's very hot. And it even has directions on how to hold it. I was holding it incorrectly, so this part was extremely hot. But once I read the directions, I got it. Okay. So now I know how to hold my iron. But this is absolutely fabulous. So we do have it in turquoise, we have it in pink, and we have it in purple. So awesome, awesome iron, and a travel iron. It is a little bit bigger than like your crafting iron, but I love it. It's a heavy one, and I love the point. Now I can get through my seams. And of course I use like my wool mat that's on next to my sewing table. So that is another product that's brand new by Oliso. All right. And now, okay, excuse me. Okay. So I am going to show you, and Eddie's probably going to have to pan with me, but I'm going to start with over here. So let me get the right books. Okay. So we had new quilting books come out. And so the first one is called Chex Mix Quilting. So that's this one. Okay, I had a blast making this. So the one I did, and I never would do on point quilts, right? But I ended up choosing almost all on point, like most of my stuff. So that's that one right there. and that is in our book. And the directions are fabulous. She did absolutely wonderful on the directions, and they take you step by step on how to do this. And on point, I get it. It's tricky. It drove me nuts because I haven't done an on point quilt for years, but I ended up loving this because I love gray and white. So that was the on point one. The one next to it is even easier. This is so easy. I literally got this done, I think, like in maybe the full day. And this is that spring chicken material, which is like it is sold out. I'm sorry. But this one was just put in pieces, and all these quilts are enormous. They're huge. So they were so easy to get done. And then all I had to do is just quilt them for that one. And those both came from Chex Mix Quilts. Okay, the next thing that I am going to show you, I'm going to get up because this is like phenomenal. I had so much fun doing these right here. Okay, these right here, check this out. This is so cool. These are all done in the hoop, and I'm going to try and get in Eddie's camera. They are all lined. Everything is lined, and you could do a stippling on the front, or you can leave it plain. That is totally up to you. Doesn't matter. So everything is done in the hoop. That's it. And this design here comes in 11 different sizes. So there it is right there. And you can also do a square if you want to do a square and not the rectangle, which is right here. So I did one of them. And then this is the biggest. This one will do, I do believe it's only you can only do it on the Solaris and the Luminaire because you have to use your biggest hoop. And in all honesty, that took 10 minutes. This one took 6 minutes. And these were 8 and 10 minutes. That's it. And everything is done on there. Everything. All you do is turn it when you're all done, and you're all set to go. So I had so much fun, and it takes absolutely no time whatsoever. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the one on the top here. This one right here. Okay, that's in Table-tastic 2. And that is the new one. If you guys remember, we had Table-tastic 1, and we sold out of that continually. But now they came out with Table-tastic 2, and it's still the book is just as great. So they came out with a bunch of new designs for table runners. And of course, you guys would know if you got Table-tastic 1 that the directions are fabulous. Can't go wrong on the directions. Okay, the one below it is another new book, and that one is called Table Runner Bliss. And I wanted to do, obviously, some Christmas stuff so I can be done with some of my stuff. But her book is absolutely phenomenal. And I'm going to go right into the camera. Her directions are unbelievable also. And all the books that I picked, the directions are fabulous. You cannot mess them up. They are, oh my gosh, I only like books that give me like step-by-step directions. So these books have been like my favorite. I love them. They were easy to do. And I think great opportunity for you guys to try those. Okay, so we have one more, and yes, it is a Christmas one. We are, what is her name? Janine Babbage Designs. I think a lot of people know of her and her designs. Guess what? She came out with Christmas stuff. So I'm going to talk a little bit louder because I'm going to go at the end here. Okay, so we are going to, go all the way to Believe, and let's see if we can go up. And okay, hers are called, they're holiday pillows. And the Believe one, I made it like super, super huge. And you can put that in your machine any way you want to because you're going to reposition to do the little swirls. So I opted to make a huge one on that one. And the ones with the little ornaments, on the ornaments, it's your choice. So you can't see it because I did the same color I wanted. That's what I wanted around my ornaments. And you could do a stippling. if you want. And that's exactly what I did on this one. So it has stippling around the ornaments, or I could have left it plain. And then she has another one, which is Merry Christmas. And there we go. See that? And her digitizing is absolutely fabulous. Oh my gosh, as a lot of you guys have tried her designs, and honestly, I've never heard anything bad about her designs, and I have enjoyed it. Just everything about her designs is absolutely gorgeous. So that is brand new also. So all the things, oh, I have one more that did not make the list because, well, we didn't know if it was going to come in. Okay. It's called Easy Rip and Grip. It's by Cindy Needham. And they are by Famore, the scissors. Everybody that's an old brand name. But so they have made, this is so awesome. I'm going to switch here. I'm going to grab my chair so I don't crash and burn in front of all you guys. Okay, so my iron. This is so cool. So this is, you can take it. Oh, there we go. Okay, so it has tweezers. Okay, and you have a seam ripper. And the thing that's great, it folds all together. And it comes in a little pouch, and you can travel with this. So when you guys go on your retreats, you have your tweezers, and you have a seam ripper, and it is airport safety. You can bring it on with your purse and stuff, and it comes like in a little case like that. So that's one of the things that is not on there because we didn't know if we were going to get them in. And this one will be, let me see, your guys' price is normally $19.99. It's $15.99. So it's absolutely so cool. And anything that I can take traveling with me and on a plane, because I do like to do my crafts, this is it. This is like totally cool. Okay. And, oh, one other thing. Oh, so if you guys have got the Bernina 770, did you guys know that there is an upgrade for that? Bernina announced an upgrade for that. And so you get a new ruler foot that has like a slit in it. And so you can put like cording, like everything we've been talking about, the cording and all that kind of stuff. And it has couching plates that you can put inside of it for the thickness of your cording. So that's that. And then, okay, so don't quote me, but I think you ended up getting like 130 new embroidery and somewhere around there for new stitches. So new stitches were added, new embroidery was added. Oh, and honestly, one of the best things that was added, pinpoint placement was added with the upgrade for the 770s. So for all you ladies that have the 770s, what a great upgrade to enhance your embroidery and stuff, because that was one thing. Oh, and the other thing, you guys are going to love this, totally love this. The other thing is now the 770 will recognize your foot. That was like one of the biggest complaints we all complained about, like, why can't I register my foot on the side? Now with the 770, it can. So there are a lot of good little features with the upgrade kit, and you guys can call us. We have it available. We actually have that one in the store. That's arrived so far. But definitely take advantage of that. That's an absolutely fabulous price on that. So I think I have gone over everything. And definitely if you have any questions on the feet, give us a call because we can help with the feet and whatever machine you have. So that will help you out there. And I do believe I'm good. And guess what? I am going to pass it back on to Eddie. So thank you guys. All right.
Okay, everybody, that was great. Big round of applause for Debbie Boyce. Great effort. Thank you so much. And as promised, I have 2 more announcements. Here's the dealio. First of all, remember, if you want to purchase something online and pick it up in the store, now you can. That's so great. The other thing is that I have 2 announcements. Oh, and remember, if you wanted to swing by, call us and we run it out to your car, we call that curbside. And we're more than happy to do that. So just 2 more announcements. First announcement. We would like you, So Time members, to put on your calendar December 5th, Sunday at 3 p.m. Our goal is that we're going to have our holiday bash, So Time bash, here at our store. It will not only be kind of, you can come in limited groups in the store, but it'll be set up outside. So we're really excited about this. We want you to join us for, obviously, prizes from all our manufacturers. We want you to sign up for the club for 2022. We are going to do a runway show with our customers who have show and tell. That will keep you 6 feet apart with masks on, and you can show your creations, as well as food, and of course, maybe some special entertainment to go along with everything else. Finally, let's talk about the next So Time presentation, which is in October. To be specific, October 28th at 10 a.m. live, just like you're getting used to. Now, if we can have some people in the store, we're going to try to do it. So stay tuned for that announcement. So what are we doing in October, on October 28th? Who will be presenting? Well, we're back to Mo. Yes, Mo has created Mo Ideas for repurposing t-shirts and more. This is going to be great. What perfect timing for this. She is going to show you repurposing your old t-shirts and turning them into a memorable quilt. Tune in to see what tips Mo will share about making a t-shirt quilt. She will also show you fun ideas on how to finish a quilt with unique borders. That's right, unique borders. So that'll be October 28th. You can always find what Issaquah Sewing and Vacuum is doing on our events page at issaquahsewvac.com. For all of you that have commented, we'll be responding to your questions throughout the day, as well as we'll be drawing for the 4 or 5 gifts that we'll be giving away. So until next time, take care. We can't wait to see you in the store. You're always welcome. We're wearing face masks in the store. Our staff is. We do require face masks of customers coming in. We want to be a safe place for you to expand on your fantastic hobby. So thank you from all of us, and goodbye.